Why is Kevin Hart outselling most gym owners and personal trainers? It's not what you think. It's not because he's a celebrity. It's not because he has millions and millions of followers on Instagram. And it's not because of his ridiculous TikTok videos. It's because he's selling fitness and health. My name is Rahz Slaughter. On today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 advanced strategies that will help boost your close rate and your confidence so that you can sell premium personal training to your ideal client and, more importantly, help you design a low-stress, high-profit business. I'm the CEO of Metaburn Fitness and the co-founder of FitnessBusinessMastery.com, where we specialize in helping fit pros find their $1 million message, dial in their core offer, and more importantly, create a signature system that will allow them to bring in an additional $100,000 into their bank accounts under 12 months, guaranteed. If this is something that you would like to learn more about, you can go to workwithraz.com. Find out more about what we do here at Fitness Business Mastery. Schedule a no obligation, low stress call where I'll get on the phone with you and we'll just talk about your business. Where is it? Where do you want it to go? And more importantly, what are the leaks that are happening right now and why you don't have that extra 100K in your bank account, but how you can in under 12 months if you decide to work with us. So let's jump into the training right now. Now, I want you guys to understand that I'm going to share with you, Kevin Hart is an amazing comedian, right? He's doing a lot of things. We know he's hustling, he's bustling, but the 2 reasons why he's outselling most personal trainers, and here's what I want you guys to understand. It's that the most thing is, first, he's selling fitness. And you gotta sell fitness. He's on Instagram all the time talking about how he's working out. You see him with his trainer. You see him walking his talk. He's not someone that's faking the funk. He's in the game. He's got his shirt off and he's showing. Look at my abs. Look at my arms. He's my height, but yet he's jacked, right? So he's selling what he's trying to promote. That is how he sold himself to Nike and became the first comedian with a contract, an athletic contract for Nike. Crazy. He talked himself into that. Now, if you guys don't know Kevin Hart, he has a great documentary on Netflix right now that actually tells when he was working at a sneaker store and he believed that his goal was to work for Nike. And he decided to switch that around 22 and became a comedian. But the long story short is now he is. So he brought that into fruition. The second thing he's doing is not only selling fitness, but he's selling health. Health, right? It's all about being healthy. It's his lifestyle. He's teaching you, you got to be healthy to be able to hustle. If you're going to hustle, you're going to go out there and create amazing things in your life. So this is critical to your success as a gym owner, as a personal trainer. I want you guys to understand, stop thinking that you're going to sell your selfie. Stop thinking you're going to sell your program, your gym, your widget, your app. You're selling fitness. What does fitness mean for you in your specific business model, right? And you're selling health. People want to know, okay, I know I need to be healthy, but you got to make sure they understand the pain points of not being healthy. What is the cost of inactivity? What is the cost of not joining your gym? What is it costing them not to be in the best shape of their life, being 20, 30, 40, 100 pounds overweight? In your content, in your marketing, make sure that you're selling health. And make sure you got to go to negative a little bit and tell them what the pain is and the cost of not doing business and the cost of not being fit, not being physically active. See, this is critical to your success. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 of my most powerful strategies for closing more clients at a high premium rate. More importantly, giving you the right mindset you need in order to truly succeed in personal training. But I got a question for you. What would an extra $100,000 in the next 12 months do for your business? See, this is a question that I propose to anybody that I get on the phone with because I want them to know that I can share with them specific steps on how they can add an additional $100,000 to their bottom line in under 12 months if they understand these 7 strategies and the OHT method that I teach. So if this is something you want to learn, I'd highly recommend you just head over to workwithraz.com, have a conversation with me, and see if we can install this into your business right away. So let's jump into number 1. So the 7 advanced strategies are, the first one, and we've all heard it before, it's rapport, right? I know that you guys all heard the word, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper if you guys don't mind, because I believe that selling is the key to your success. If you can sell, then you can actually grow any type of business, but especially personal training in the service industry. And selling for me is a transformation. It's a transfer of energy. It's a transfer of what I am and who I am and my passion for delivering and selling fitness and health, right? So when I'm building rapport, I'm not just building rapport and saying, hey, Mrs. Jones, I see that you got a Chicago Bulls jersey on there. Are you a Chicago fan? Are you from Chicago? If I'm in person, that's very easy. But what if you're an online coach? What if you're on the phone? How do you build rapport? How do you build rapport quickly so that you can actually start to get people to say, hey, I like this person? Did you know that if you're on the phone, you have about maybe 7 seconds to build rapport? Otherwise, they're going to hang up or not listen to you. What about even if you get someone in your gym? You only have about 30 seconds to 2 minutes to build quick rapport because they're looking around, scanning, their antennas are up, their skeptic antennas are up, and they're ready to leave because they think, oh God, here's another one of those personal trainers. They're going to sell me on why I need to sign up for 12 months in their gym and there's no way to get out of this contract, right? So building rapport is a necessary skill set for mastering selling, but mastering the growth of your business. So here's how I want you guys to think of rapport. When you're in rapport, people are naturally going to be drawn to you. They're going to listen to you. They're going to allow you to lead them, right? And how I get in rapport right away? Right here. I open up my smile. Because when I'm smiling, I know that they're listening and they can see my energy. Energy transference is so important in selling. So many people think as personal trainers, I can sell. I know how to sell my personal training. I'm the best. I don't need any training on that. You do. I have so many books on selling that I can't even imagine. One of my favorites here is The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. Turbocharge your business and become relentlessly focused with 12 specific strategies. You have to invest in selling and mastery. It's what I have all my Kaizen members do. They start out with Black Belt Selling Method, my program. But I don't want to get into that. I just want you guys to understand that building rapport is critical. So within a short period of time, if I'm on the phone and I see that Matt's watching live and I said, you know what? Hey, Matt, this is Coach Rahz from FitnessBusinessMastery.com. How you doing? I saw that you were on Facebook and we connected and I see we have some mutual friends. It looks like you're from this state. You know what? I love this team. And I start to build on it. Are you familiar with them? Are you familiar with someone here? You know what? I have a cousin here. I'm trying to build something that's a connection. Something that he and I automatically can talk about and build that bridge so that I can get to the next step of the selling process, which is me actually asking questions and learning about that person, their business, Mr. or Mrs. Jones. So you do not want to move forward with the investigative part of your selling process until you know you're in rapport. Now, the second thing I'm going to share with you guys about the second strategy is what I call matching and mirroring. Now, when you match and mirror, this is going to help you really kind of accelerate the process of rapport. So one of the things I love doing is that when I'm matching and mirroring a client and she sits down, if he or she sits down and crosses their leg, I cross my leg right away. I lean forward. I let them know I'm engaged, right? The first thing I shared with you is smile. I'm smiling. See, I talk with my hands a lot. And one of the things that I have to do is make sure that I keep that controlled because that can intimidate someone who's not really, if they're visual, they're going to be really distracted if my hands are going everywhere. So I'm trying to catch on a couple key things. And I'm listening. I'm going to ask them a few questions in the beginning of my conversation to find out which of the 3 key learning ways that they take in information. Are they auditory? Are they visual? Are they kinesthetic, touch, feel, right? So you want to ask questions that are going to allow you to then use the answers to those questions to match them. So if someone leans forward, you want to lean forward. Don't want to do it abruptly. You want to do it relaxed. If someone crosses their legs, you cross your legs. If they sit back, you sit back, right? See, this is all keys to advanced selling. Anybody can tell you how to ask these questions, read this script. That's great. But how do you understand the psychology of how to make it all work? See, when you do that and you master that skill, man, I've sold millions and millions of dollars in personal training over my career because I understood these simple concepts and strategies. Number 3, I want you guys to understand is pacing. So you got to understand the pace. And the pace comes down to your tonality, comes down to the way you speak. See, I change my tonality and my pacing depending on who I'm speaking with. If I'm speaking with a client, say a male entrepreneur from New York, and we're talking fast, and he's talking fast, and and we're shooting the breeze, I'm gonna match him, I'm gonna mirror him, and I'm gonna pace him. I'm gonna slow down my pace a little bit. I may speed up my pace a little bit, but this is critical to keeping the rapport throughout the entire sales process. Now, if you're on the phone, you can listen to how fast. If someone says, I just really want to lose, 5 to 10 pounds, and I just want to start to feel more energy, you do not want to get on that phone and come over the top of them. So if I were to be speaking to that specific prospect, I'd say, hey, you know what, Mrs. Jones, I totally understand what you're saying. What I feel is that a lot of our clients wanted to lose 20 to 30 pounds, and they were able to do that under 12 weeks, utilizing my 3-step process called the Ignite, Excite, and Liquefy. Let me ask you, if you were able to lose 20 pounds in under 12 weeks, how would that make you feel? You see what I did there? I paced her tonality and I made sure that I matched it. This is going to keep me in rapport and allow me to keep asking the questions I need in order to walk her through the relaxed conversation that I want. Now, number 4, this is important, pitch. So you're probably saying, Rahz, pacing, speed, pitch, high, low, high, low. You want to make sure that you understand. Like, one of the things that I do is that because when you're on film or on camera, right? Dating myself a little bit there with that word. But when you're recording yourself, your pitch. So I warm my voice up before I go live because I don't want to come out and say, hey everybody, this is Coach Rahz and that. No, if you're watching my video right away, you're going to be like, swipe out of there doing something different. So you got to understand your pitch. And making sure sometimes you want to be a little bit deeper because you may be speaking to someone and they're speaking in this type of tone, or you want to just bring it up a little bit. Lift up your chest a little bit and you can speak clear and pronunciate all your words. So pitch is very important in staying in rapport and selling properly. Inflections. Number 5, right? You want to know how to make sure that you have the inflections down. So this is something that's really important, and I like it because there is a lot of times when I'm selling, I want to accentuate specific words so that they can know that I am really attentive and passionate about it. And especially when I'm in my closing process, I want to make sure that I'm coming home, landing the plane with authority, with power, with certainty, right? So when you have your inflections, you're going to be able to pronunciate certain words and they're going to come through clearly. Here's an example. So if I'm telling Mrs. Jones, here's what I want you guys to understand about our program. There's 3 things you're going to learn. 1 is hormone restoration. 2, you're going to learn how to properly target your exercise. And 3, you're going to understand dialed in workouts. These workouts are specifically going to help you burn more fat more efficiently and more effectively so that you can actually hit your outcome in the amount of time you want to do it. Mrs. Jones, it's obvious that you're excited about getting started with us today. I got 3 different options for you. A, B, and C. Mrs. Jones, which would you like to get started with today? You see how I'm using my tonality? I'm using the inflection of the words to pinpoint specific things I want the prospect to hear. It's so critical that you utilize these little things. And if you look at any great speakers, I'm going to give you an example. One of my favorite motivational speakers is the one and only Les Brown. And when you hear Les Brown does this so beautifully when he's storytelling and he talks about his grandma and how she took care of him and his brother, his twin brother. And you know what? And he calls her Mrs. Mamie Brown. See, like he understands how to get the attention, how to get the emotion through using the inflections and the way he speaks. Now, I want you guys to understand that I'm not asking you all to be Les Brown, but if you're going to be a professional in today's fit game, it's going to be key that you level up and become a pro. You can't be an amateur. We are too saturated. There's just too many people in the game right now. And if we don't level up our games, we're going to be out of the game. So let me go with the next one for you guys. Number 6 we're going to do is you want to make sure you have the certainty voice. Now, when do you want to have that certainty voice? The critical thing is to have that certainty voice right at the end, right? And that certainty voice is where you're going to be like, they need to know that you believe in your solution to their pain. So if I were telling you, I go, you know what? I'm going to give you guys an example here. So if I can tell you that if you decided to join Kaizen, unequivocally, 100% guaranteed you're going to be able to get an additional 100K in your bank account in the next 12 months or less because I've done it over and over and over again. As I did when I left New York, moved to Florida, created the Florida Project, and under 12 months, we had hit over $100,000. Now, it's obvious that I didn't just wing it, pull it from the hip. The way I did it is use the OHT method. The OHT method is a 3-step process where you find the problem, you get awareness, and you sell your solution to the audience that you specialize in, right? Critical. So you can see the certainty, the passion, the enthusiasm that I'm bringing when I'm going into my close. You must do this as well. You don't want to be driving the pain home and doing a great presentation and then go and crash and burn. So many professionals, so many trainers I know do that. They're great at telling everybody what they have, why they have it, but they're not great at saying, hey, Mrs. Jones, here's what you need to do. Here's how you get started. Here's the options you have, and then handling the objections when they come up. See, I want you guys to understand that selling isn't about just filling out a form. Selling is understanding that you have to be able to handle objections because they're going to come up. Anybody can do a laydown sale, but can you get the person who gives you 1, 2, 3 objections and still get them to sign on a dotted line because you have passion, you have enthusiasm, and you have certainty that it is your program that will solve their pain? See, when you have that, it's going to give you a higher close rate. You're going to have more income in your bank account, and you're not always going to be on the hunt for new clients because you're going to be able to keep them, retain them, create raving fans, and then grow a low stress, high profit business. And let's land this plane with number 7. And number 7 is a tone shift. And what you do there is that how do you change your tone? Right away, you want to make sure that they understand, right? Boom. Here it is. I'm coming in and you have transition, right? When I transition from rapport to giving in the presentation to giving stories to closing, there's a clear transition point. I usually ask a question and I change my tone in that question. Mrs. Jones, let me ask you, in summarizing what you want to lose weight, you want to feel better and have more confidence. If I'm able to do that for you in the next 6 weeks, would you like to get started today? Boom. So you have those 7 key elements and strategies that you can use in your selling every day inside your gyms and personal training studios so that you can increase your close rate and your confidence. And I guarantee you, if you start to practice this stuff, practice on your current clients, practice on your family members, learn how to use some of the different strategies, change your tonality, match and mirror them. If you really want to learn and take it to the next level, I highly recommend you learn a little bit of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. And this will allow you to assess people's eye movement. This will allow you to assess their tonality. It'll allow you to assess their body language. When you're able to do that, it's going to throw your sales through the roof. Now, I want you guys to understand that out of these 7, you're not going to be able to master them all today, but what you can do is start to practice with one. Maybe it's making sure that you got rapport with your existing clients, because you can be out of rapport very easy and not even know it. You could ask a question and they're like, what'd you say? That's out of rapport. You know, if you don't have clear attention, you're not in rapport with the person that you're speaking to. And I want you guys, so mastering selling, and it's one of my 4 S's as well, but you got to understand, these are the 7 strategies that I think will help you not only boost your confidence, but your business. If you guys need any help with selling, I'd love to be your coach. It's really simple to do. We can jump on a call. It'll be a Zoom call, face to face, no pressure, no ill energy, just simply me asking you some questions, learning about your business, and finding out how I can assist you. If maybe it's with coaching, maybe it's one of our programs, maybe it's coming to an event and getting an immersive experience working with me and Greg one-to-one. You get to decide that. We have several different options, but to do it first, you got to go here. You got to go to workwithrahz.com. There's a short little intake form there. Fill out that intake form. It'll get back to me. You'll get an opportunity to schedule time. I'll send you over my link. We don't take and accept everybody. That's why we have this intake form. And you should have one too. That's a little bit of a process that we sort the ones who are serious and not just curious. I don't have time to spend, jumping on the phone with people who just want to ask me a question or pick my brain. When you get on the phone with me, of course, the bottom line is me to find out about you, to find out if we can work together. If we can, awesome. If we can't, I understand. I'm going to point you in the best direction to help you grow your business. I want to thank you guys for watching this training. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Facebook, like and share. If you're on Instagram, make sure to follow. And if you're on LinkedIn, like and share. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Coach Rahz, aka The Motivator from FitnessBusinessMastery.com. I'll see you in the next video. Boom! I'm out.